Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamiso Miranda, and this channel is all things personal growth and lifestyle design. Stay tuned for some tips, tricks, hacks and tools on becoming the best you. In this video, Plan With Me, I am going to show you how I plan out my week for maximum productivity and efficiency. We all know by failing to plan, we are planning to fail. So it's so important to ensure that we plan out everything that we want to do and we organize and arrange the necessary tools that we're going to need to support us, to help us achieve our hopes, our goals, our dreams, and get some things ticked off our to-do lists. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe, and be sure to click the notification bell next to it so that you will be notified when I upload every Saturday. Let's jump straight in. Step number 1 is time tracking. For you to be able to change what you are doing, you have to know where you're going wrong and what it is you're actually doing. So when you time track, you literally write down how long it takes you to do certain things that you need to get done, so that when you are planning out your week, you can give yourself enough time to achieve those tasks and get the most out of your day. For time tracking, I like to use Rescue Time. Rescue Time basically just records everything that you do online on your computer. You can put in certain websites. Maybe if you work on social media, you can allow social media. And if you do run blogs and things like that, you can tell it the apps that you want to be tracked on, and the good apps and the bad apps. So it basically tracks where you spend your time, and then it will let you know whether you've had a productive day or an unproductive day. And if your day was not productive, it will show you where you went wrong so that you'll be better able to correct that for next time. And to track my mundane everyday tasks, I either use my Google Keep Notes app on my phone, or I literally will just write a note on a piece of paper down to see how long it will take me to get my kids ready, to give them breakfast, to put my youngest down for a nap, and all those sorts of mundane everyday tasks that we have to get done. You will be absolutely astonished at just how much time you actually waste scrolling through social media or watching Netflix, maybe watching YouTube videos, binge watching videos, and all that kind of stuff. So when you track it, you really find out your behaviors, what it is that you are actually doing, where you're wasting time, and where you could potentially make a change and maximize the time that you have in your day. It's such an eye-opening experience that I find very helpful, and it's been one of the biggest factors in my being able to increase my productivity and efficiency. Okay, so I'm totally curious. Comment down below and let me know what you think your biggest time wasters are going to. Could it be Netflix? Could it be social media? What do you think it would be? Comment down below and let me know. All right, that's step 1. So for step 2, you're going to ask yourself these 3 very important questions. You have to bring out the list of the to-do list that you have for everything that you have to get done. And then from that list, you have to ask yourself, does this need to be done? That's the first question. Look at your list and ask yourself, does this need to be done? You have to be open and honest with yourself to really figure out, does that thing really need to be done? The second question you have to ask yourself, looking at your to-do list, is that, does that have to be done now? As in right now, is that thing so important that it must be done right now, today, at 5 o'clock? That type of thing. Again, you have to look at it and be open and honest with yourself to really know that, how important is this? Is this something that has a timely deadline, maybe that it must be done by a certain time? It has to be done in the morning, or it has to be done in the summer, or it has to be done this particular way on this day, that type of thing. Finally, the third question you have to ask yourself is, does this have to be done by me? So can that task be given to someone else? Can you delegate that thing to have somebody else help you do that? Or is it something that is so specific that you have to handle yourself and it's something that you cannot delegate to any other person. So once you look at your to-do list and you look at these 3 questions, you will see that there are some things that you may be able to get away with. There's some things that you're going to be able to delegate. There's some things that you're going to be able to completely delete. And there's also things that you're going to be able to delay. So you have to really focus, pay attention, and think critically and evaluate your to-do list and the things that you need to get done. And the reason why I prefer to plan out my week as opposed to planning out my day is that when I was planning out my day, I found myself getting so frustrated when I wasn't able to achieve everything I wanted to achieve in that day because unforeseen circumstances happen and there's some things that are just not under your control, and those things will get me down. I'll be feeling unproductive. I'll be feeling like I wasted my day because I didn't achieve everything on my list. But when I thought to try the method of planning out my week as opposed to my day, this really helped me to relax and have a better focus. And I realized that when I try to plan out my day, there's just too much variation and you never know what could come at you during that day. So to allow myself to relax and feel less stressed, planning out my week has been so much more effective and efficient and has allowed me to be so much more productive and get done the things that I really need to get done. So step 4 is about your priorities. What are the things that you have to do that are every single day tasks? You have to do it. You can't have anyone else do it. What are the priorities of each day that you have? For me, my 3 or 4 priorities don't really change. Currently, it's sort out the kids in the morning, and then I have online school, homeschool with my daughter, and then I have the projects that I'm working on as well as running my channel, and then there's the household tasks and activities. So those are my 3 or 4 priorities that I have to look into and manage every single day. Now, the 5th step is kind of tying all of this together. My weekly goals are part of a bigger picture. Every year I have goals and things that I wish to achieve, things that I want to achieve for my kids, things that I want to achieve for myself in my business, things that I want to achieve within my home and how I run my house. My priority tasks are part of that bigger picture, and every week I have to make sure that I am doing something to get me closer to my goals, to help me achieve what I want to achieve, and to help me to be productive towards the things I want to work towards. The best way that I have found with long-term goals is that you have to break it up. So I break that up into, I have yearly goals, and then in that yearly goals, I will then have quarterly goals. In those quarterly goals, I have monthly goals. And in those monthly goals, I have weekly goals. And obviously within those weekly goals, I have the daily tasks that I will pick out as and when I can manage and handle it. So the final piece of this puzzle is to make sure that I have the right tools to help me to plan out my week effectively. Keep in mind that these are tools that I use. You can use what works for you. If you have any other methods that you use, maybe you like to write out notes or in your journal or on your notes app on your phone, anything like that, that is absolutely fine. But this is just the method that I use that I have found the most efficient. So I basically have everything that I need to get done. I have it in a list in my Google Keep. So that's everything relating to my kids or my house or anything like that. I have that in Google Keep. And everything that relates to my business and my projects that I'm working on, as well as this channel, I have all of that in Trello. Trello is the productivity tool that I use. It's a project management tool, and I find it very effective. It helps me to list everything so I can see everything and I can move it seamlessly. Anything that I like, I can do a lot in Trello. I find it very, very effective. I write lists for everything just to get it out of my head, whether it's a dentist appointment, anything. I will have it either in my Google Keep or inside Trello so that I do not forget it, because once I don't write it down, it will be gone out of my head, completely gone, forgotten about, and I can't do anything about it. So the next thing that I want to show you is my Google Calendar and how I time block. In my Google Calendar, as you'll see shortly, I like to time block, to block out blocks of my time so that I can see just how much I can do and when I can do it, depending on how urgent the task or the project is. And the great thing that I absolutely love about time blocking in Google Calendar is that I can move things around. So for example, if I can't have my swim in the morning, I know that maybe later on in the day I can just switch it over, move it around, and it's not a problem. It gives me space to do it, and it's so flexible and it's just so relaxed, and I find that it allows me to be more productive. I hope this was helpful for you. Make sure you check out my other videos that will help you on your journey to becoming the best you. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one as we continue our journey towards a more wholesome, healthier, and more meaningful lifestyle.